What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the world famous low budget show with Damon Millard. That's me. Thank you guys for joining us. Today is episode 13, January 1st, 2015. We got a great one for you today. On today's show is Milwaukee stand-up comedian J.Hillman. He's going to be on the show. Christmas cards with me and Robin. That's coming up. Also, a skit, or whatever you want to call it, with Ben Wassermonster. I don't know. He's a weird dude. But thanks for joining me. It's good, man. How was your Christmas, guys? Pretty good, right? Mine was a little weird.
It was a little touchy here. It was touch and go for a while there. You know, because, I mean, not just Christmas. Christmas was alright. It was pretty low-key. Me and Robin just, we sat around, we exchanged gifts, we had surf and turf. It was pretty mellow, man. I had fun, you know. I got her gifts the day before at, like, the dollar store, so, you know, just standard good stuff. But it got a little touchy around here because it was a pregnancy scare. Yeah, oh shit, right? I know, I didn't know if I would even talk about that on the show today. But yeah, we had a pregnancy scare, so...
Ooh, it got a little hairy in here. Yeah, because the thing is, it's like, I guess I never really considered where I stood on the whole abortion issue. You know, I had never really made up my mind about it, you know, because it wasn't really something I had to deal with. So I was a little surprised how fast my brain went right to murder. You know what I mean? Like, I just became a mafia hitman. You know, I was like, this kid's gotta die. But, you know, because, I mean, I can't do it. A kid would ruin me right now. Shit, the pregnancy test almost ruined us. And that's only because it cost $12. You know, it's a rough week.
It's a rough, tough one this week. But yeah, so... that's over. No little kids are coming, so whatever. But I don't know.
What do you think? You think I could handle another kid? You think? What would that be, man? I have a 17-year-old daughter right now. I'm almost out. She's gonna be 18 in February. Yeah, that's true. I know. You're probably looking at me like you don't have an 18-year-old daughter. I do. I have, and I was almost pulled back in, you know. So, whatever, man. It didn't happen. I just don't think I don't think our relationship could handle it, to be honest with you. Not alone. I mean, but this would have been my chance to do it right, you know. Because sometimes when I think back.
I have some regrets, man. I was too young of a dad. You know, I don't think Alex, that's my daughter, I don't think she got like the real dad experience, you know what I mean? She got a video game playing dad, you know, a pot smoking, fucking fist fighting, bar drinking fucking dad.
Today I'm drinking coffee with something in it. But, yeah, it would have been my shot to do it over, you know? It would have been my shot to be like a dad. So I guess I'm a little bummed out about that, you know? I didn't mean to come off like... like, I don't think it would have been an easy decision. I think it would have been a necessary decision if we had to murder a child. Just fucking murk it out real fast. But, no, it wouldn't have been easy at all. It would have had to been done, though. It would have had to been done. Oh boy, that'd have been weird, right? That would have forced me to move back in with my mom in Binghamton. Robin would have moved back to Milwaukee with her parents, and the kid probably would have stayed here. What a December, man. I'm glad 2014 is over, man. I had some good times. I had some bad times. I don't know. New Year's resolution, I don't know if I have one. I guess just maybe to be a better person.
You know? I don't know. I make the same resolution every year. It doesn't really stick.
I don't know. Can your resolution be to win the lottery? That would be good. I'd like to do that. I don't know. What did you guys come up with? I mean, I could probably read them on Facebook. There's probably a string of them right now. But hit me up on Twitter at laughingcock, LAUGHINGCOK, or send me an email right to my Yahoo. It's Damon S. Millard at yahoo.com. Don't forget this S or I won't get it. Yeah, I don't know. Be a better person. I say the same thing every year. I'm never a better person. I'm more cynical. I'm a little uglier every year. And not just physically, but also physically.
I don't know. What are you going to do, kid? Right? I guess the easy one that everybody picks is like get in shape or get healthy. And I lost 30 pounds in 2014. So that's about the only good thing that happened to me in 2014. I went to a lot of places in 2014, man. I went to Boston, Cape Cod, St. Louis. I did comedy everywhere. Washington D.C. It was a pretty good year for traveling for me.
I don't know, but Christmas, back to Christmas, man. Christmas was a little difficult because this year me and Robin decided to put out our own Christmas cards. You know what I mean? Like the personalized ones. Like we had to take a photo, and man, she's so controlling when it comes to that stuff. You know, because like I wanted to be funny about it, and she didn't. You know, she wanted to be all serious, and she wanted to get dressed up and stuff, and so it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, anyway. But yeah, have a look at that. See what that was like.
You can't wear that.
Why
You
not?
have to change it into something nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what that was like, you know, and it was pretty fun. Did you get a Christmas card from me? You didn't? Do you got a Christmas card for me? Send me an electronic Christmas card. Damon S. Millard at yahoo.com. Tweet at me at laughingcock, LAUGHINGCOK. That was fucked up, man. Don't tell anybody about that skit, man. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. So, what happened in 2014? This is like the capping it up. Just the year in review. In 2014, Lou Gehrig's disease was cured by the gluten generation, so that's good. Thanks, guys. You pussies. I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. I'm glad it's over. I'm old now, though. I get nervous. I get nervous every time a year changes, you know? But, whatever. So, let's do this. So, you guys ready for this one? You guys ready? Let's do this. Alright. Shit on the internet! This is the part of the show where I talk about shit that I saw on the internet. So, this week I want to talk about Screech. Dustin Diamond from Saved by the Bell. Remember that? Yeah, I actually... I don't know if you know, but Dustin's been doing stand-up since his days at Saved by the Bell and stuff. But okay, if you don't know the story, here's what happened. Dustin Diamond and his girlfriend Amanda Schutz were at a bar in Port Washington, Wisconsin called the Grand Avenue Saloon. And Screech fucking just went off and stabbed motherfuckers. Screech don't play, man. He ain't Screech no more. I guess what happened was his girlfriend, like some dudes were pulling his girlfriend's hair. I don't know.
That doesn't sound really cool, right? Like, where are you hanging out? Port Washington, Wisconsin is just like this little fucking little town. It's quaint, man. It's just a little town on like Lake Michigan. I've been there 100 times. It's boring. They probably like, oh, Screech is here. Let's fucking get in a bar fight with this guy though. But like,
he had a switchblade. Like Screech is packing nowadays, isn't it? So anyway, dude did what any motherfucker would do, right? If someone's fucking with your girl, you gotta stab a motherfucker. That's just the way it works. And then he got out of there, and they pulled him over, and he had a switchblade, and he's got some serious charges, man. Here's the thing. His girlfriend's not even hot. She's not. I googled her. She's not. You know what she does? She's a fucking party clown. She does like kids parties and stuff. Like, oh man. Clowns are crazy, right? Clowns are always, like, the people who are clowns are always the scariest people. That's why people have fear of clowns, man. Because clowns are nuts. Yeah, this chick was a clown. And, yeah, Dustin Diamond was like, fuck it. And he just stabbed some people. And, so that's it, man. I feel like I can't talk today.
I didn't even go out last night. I didn't. I stayed in, had a little bit of champagne, and that was my night, dude. I didn't feel up to it. I can't talk. Alright, so anyway, let's go back to Screech, man. You gotta call him Screech. That's like what he's known for. And he's been riding that wave out. Did you know he did a porno?
Yeah, he has a porno. It's called Saved by the Smell. I don't know if it ever got released. I couldn't figure it out. I was reading an article from like 2006. You know what pissed me off when I read that article? The thing that was the most disturbing is that Gawker has been around since 2006. Oh, what a pitiful website. I hate that. Anyway, what do I got here? Oh, her clown name is Lollipop. Lollipop. Man, Amanda Schutz, the party clown.
Man, I don't know. Screech, I can't talk today.
I don't know. I got an interview with Jason coming up. It's here's what happened. It was gonna be part of a low budget show called The Lost Episode, and because I lost
the second camera angle for Jason's close-up, so
when you watch this interview coming up, you're gonna notice that it's some jump cuts because I took out some ums and buts and shit that I didn't want us on camera saying, and I don't know. So it was gonna be part of the Lost Episode, and then I listened to it and I just chopped it down, and I decided to put it out on today's episode. So you're gonna have to deal with that. Oh, I really can't think, man. I've had like this cold, right? And like, so I've been taking cold medicine, and it's got my brain all fucked up. You know what's going through my brain? This is what's going through my brain. Right? You guys ever have that? You guys got like old-timey cartoons for your brain works up there? Ah, what a rough fucking day. What a rough episode, right? I don't think I said a single funny thing. You want to take a crack at it again? Let's see what else is in here. I would have had a cool story if Ryan Mason had ever gotten back to me.
she didn't, so
I talked about the pregnancy scare, huh? Oh, pregnancy scare. You know what's fucked up? My daughter's mom's pregnant, too. She is, like, my my 18-year-old daughter, my soon-to-be 18-year-old daughter, would have 2 infant brothers or sisters coming up. That would be crazy, you know? I don't know. Did I tell you that the ALS has been cured? Thanks, hipsters. My brain is all like... Right? You guys have that too? Yeah. Alright, fuck it.
This part of the show is brought to you by Non-Menthol Newports. Non-Menthol Newports, the cigarettes your dad went out to buy. Hey, hello sir, how are you doing?
I'm very well, Garcon. How are you?
Great.
Sure.
Say when.
When? That's terrible.
More?
Please. Garcon.
Yes, is there a problem?
There's a hair.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm so sorry.
Allow me to fix that. Now there are 2 hairs on my plate. That's not even a plate. That's a shoe. And a mouse! The chef recommends this. Delicious.
I'll fucking do it, man!
Don't fucking do it!
Make me fucking do it! Do it!
What's the standard tip? 15 or 20%?
If she comes back, I told that fucking bitch if
What'd
she
you
tries
tell
to
her?
take my kids.
What did you tell her?
If she tries to take my kids,
Yeah.
no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Garcon, there's a hair on my plate.
This is the last of the melon.
What's that mean?
Means there'll be no more melons, not till we get across the lines. Okay, I got some good news, and I got some really bad news.
Alright, chat. Well, why don't you give me the bad news first?
Alright, the bad news is this is the last melon.
Right, so what's the good news?
Good news is I had to kill for it.
Ay, Dios mío!
I got some good news, and I got some not so good news.
Give me the not so good news before you give me the good news.
Okay, the not so good news is we're down to like 1 more melon.
Oh no, I got a drink for that. Now what's the bad news?
Bad news is your mama ugly.
If I don't make it, yeah. You tell my wife I hate her.
There is still 2 hairs on my plate, Garcon.
Oh. You want melon? You ever wonder what it's all about, man?
Yeah, but then I just remember it's all about everything.
I never thought about it like that.
Welcome back to the low budget show. How you guys doing?
Delicious.
Oh, are you drinking good water? That's right, clean drinking water in the United States nowadays. This is awesome, right?
It's fluoridated too,
Is it?
so I don't get cavities, and it wrecks my pineal gland. Start over again.
No. Here's my interview. Take a look. Oh, I should have changed my shirt because I was wearing this. I just did an interview.
You want to switch shirts?
Yeah. So my interview today.
I was kidding. Leave your just leave your shirt
crap.
out.
My interview today is J.Hillman.
Sup.
Sup? I go way back with J.Hillman, Milwaukee comedian. How you doing?
Actually, okay.
Do you want to?
I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful right now. Honestly, I haven't been in a better place in my life than I am at this very moment. Switching clothes with.
He's such a liar. I just had to talk him down off of a bridge by offering him this spot on
You
this
had to talk me
podcast.
down off of a bridge game I was playing with an old woman that I'm trying to get because I need a sugar mama, you know what I mean? But he doesn't, he's like, well, Jason, get a real job. And I'm like, these looks aren't going to last forever, but exploit them while they last.
Yeah. Cool. You're killing that shirt.
Thank you.
Believe it or not, I got that from Robert Francis Curtis.
Robert Francis Curtis, man, how did he fit into this? That guy
I have
was
no
a
idea.
big dude.
I think that's why he gave it to me. He gave it to me after an open mic one night.
Wow, I wonder what he's up to right now. Probably being super dramatic and pretentious.
Yeah, like, oh man.
I wonder how I can turn this into art. And a comic book at the same time. It's been a weird year. It's been a weird year indeed. Went through a lot of changes. Mostly just full-time comedy now and photography.
Nice. That's going good for you, right? The photography?
Yeah.
Did you have stuff? You had some pieces in New York or something?
I had a thing up through a website. I had I was in a gallery in New York
Cool.
back in March and April. I've been going up for galleries around here for a little while. I was in a gallery in Rockford, Illinois for a while.
Ooh.
So I'm getting around with that. It's fun. It's I was uncomfortable with facing my mortality, so I decided to get behind the camera and take pictures of prettier people than me and live vicariously through their youthful beauty.
Very cool.
Thank
No, you
you.
got a good eye. I didn't see it coming because, well, I don't know. I don't know why, I guess. I was a little surprised when you took to it as quickly and as skillfully as you did. Because photography and video was always my thing. And I was like, oh, this motherfucker.
Actually, I was sick of comedy. I hated all of you people.
You did?
I hated every single... I
Yeah.
used to take pictures, and my camera broke, and there's a bunch of stuff I was trying, and then comedy came along and steamrolled everything I cared about.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it took over for me, too.
And so I did that for a while, and I got super sick of it. So I was like, I'm going to take pictures of all these people, and I'll try to connect with it again, and it worked.
You know what? You were like, I want a picture hit list.
Yeah.
And then you just were like, oh, you know what? This
This
actually
actually-
makes my life feel worth living.
Yeah,
And
and
then you're like...
It's weird how that pulls you back suddenly, slightly. Yeah, it was mostly out of spite, and then it gave me hope where there was.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
You MC a burlesque show a lot, right?
Yeah, that's both. That's a really interesting experience. I got hooked up with Scully Satie is her name. Every
Okay.
month she does these weird themes, like what it was monsters, like classic monsters one month, and then it's Egyptian sands one month, and then Wiccan pagan stuff,
that
like
actually
crafty
sounds-
stuff. And actually, I don't know if you noticed, there was a show I had recently that you had stopped in. Lestat was there, so it was kind of a Victorian Anne Rice thing this last time around.
Yeah, it was neat. It was different.
My brain's melting when it comes to comedy. I'm in the middle of the hate part of my love-hate relationship with
Yeah.
it, where I hate everything that I'm saying.
That's
I
cool.
want to record an album and get rid of the hour that I
That
have
would
right
be
now.
probably so good for you
Yeah.
to just do a fucking dump and start from zero. They kind of imprison you,
Mhm.
like because when you write jokes about a certain time in your life, you're pulled back to that time in your life, right?
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
your stuff isn't particularly happy per se. So I'm guessing every time you're on stage and you gotta retell that joke about this person or retell that joke, you get fucking gloomville, right?
Yeah, I kind of want to get into the habit. I don't like it when in comics are always like, I want to do. There's this dude I know that's always like, oh, if you don't write a new 15 every month, you're not a real comic. Well, nothing really makes you a real comic except going out there and being a goddamn comic, regardless of how you do it. The reason I'm on stage is to get rid of that misery and pain, not just...
Yeah. But so it would be good for you to just fucking burn your stuff and start again.
I look forward to it, yeah.
That'd
And
be
I want to
good.
find a way to combine it. Like I told you about that, my mom finding me, my long lost whatever. She just out of the blue finds me on social media, and I want to get a bunch of shows together,
Yeah.
and then show up at her house with a camera, and just interview her the whole process, and then invite my father with me, and then get them in the same room.
And right
just-
below her picture, the title will come up, Long Lost Whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Explain yourself.
Yeah.
I look forward to that. Utilizing this for some kind of personal purpose instead of just being a schmuck on stage.
I hear you, man. Someday, comedy is like the most rewarding and the most miserable thing all at the same time. I've said this over and over. It's like this double-edged sword.
Oh, for sure.
But somehow I need it, and I know you need it. It's weird. I don't know. But Jason's probably my longest comedy friend. I met him the second time I ever did stand-up. Not far away from here, actually. Miramar.
What can only be described as like an empty fever dream of an acoustic princess. Like this, like a black hole. You just kind of speak out into the abyss.
Oh yeah, because the way it was set up, it was like this weird theater seating where there's just a dance floor in the middle. But so the closest first row is about 35 feet back, right?
Yeah.
And
So you talking to your game show mic. It had like the Fro mic, the big orange.
Oh yeah, the big
the
windscreen on it.
And so you feel like you were hosting the feud, and you talk, and it would echo out into nothingness. And occasionally you'd hear off in the distance like a
Ha!
a fa-
That was good.
My stuff used to be so regimented. I had notebooks full of, well, it's this stage, and I'm at this place, and I'm going to do this joke, then this joke, then this joke, then this joke. And if it deviates from that, I'm going to have a nervous goddamn breakdown on stage, and I'm going to stare, and I'm going to sweat, and I'm going to act like Eminem at the opening of 8 Mile. And it's going to be like, and then I abandoned that, and now I just write. I have what looks to be a lunatic scribblings all over a piece of paper. It's like arrows.
You got the string tied up. Yeah.
Here's a picture of Jennifer Connelly, and then this is an arrow to the bus, and then bang, a cripple is over here.
Yeah.
And then over here to some shoes of a most...
the most...
inadequate type.
Yeah.
But and it's nonsense. And for the most part, I don't go up with any kind of set structure anymore. And it's terrifying, but it makes me feel better. And obviously, because you're going out on such an edge with that, sometimes it can mess up. You can lose yourself. So you kind of want to have a nice balance between getting your shit together and also being freewheeling, man, artist, man.
Yeah. I will tell you this, though. I did, and you know this, I was doing that, just fly by the seat of your pants, no set list. I would just have all my jokes kind of up there. I'd go up with like 1 or 2 jokes that I know I was going to say, not knowing how I was going to get to them. And it feels good to do a set that way. But I think I'm at a point where I'm like, that's getting laziness. I want to be able to murder now, I just want it to be thunderous. But
I think that's a necessary part of development, is letting yourself loose like that, so eventually you can have the maturity to rein yourself in and go, okay, I've had that moment, I've done it, so now I've done this way, I've done it that way, now it's time to sit down and be a professional about it.
But it feels good to have the balls to walk up on at the cafe where I'm featuring, I'm doing like 25, right?
Yeah.
With nothing. No idea how I'm starting, no idea where I'm going next.
Yeah.
This is just good TV, guys. This is just good old TV here. Oh, Jason, you got any heckler stories?
One of my favorite...
Fucking stop.
My favorite heckler story is I used to work with a local freak show. It was basically there's people who did fire-breathing, sword-swallowing,
I remember that.
Random weird gypsy music, stuff like that. And it was at the Miramar, actually, packed house. I used to have this joke about how people would give Obama shit for not being able to clean up the oil spill, even if he did. You know what I mean? He'd swim to the bottom of the ocean. He'd rip his shirt off, swim to the bottom of the ocean. People would be like, yeah, that guy didn't even take his pants off. And plus, like, Obama can swim.
Right.
Race. Okay. They gotta laugh. It gotta laugh. And some asshole college kid in a silver miniskirt stands up and he's like, jokes about black people, that's funny. And I stare at the black couple that was just laughing uproariously, and I go, it looks like they like it, so shut the fuck up. And everyone goes, ha ha ha, yay, blah blah blah. Yeah. And I move on and I have a good set, everyone's having a good time. And the next day I do a set for these guys in Madison at this place called the Inferno. Turns out silver miniskirt, little Debbie Bowie, was doing merch for them at that
Oh.
show. And I walk up to him, and he says, and I'm like, oh, hey, man, good to see you. No hard feelings. I just needed, you can't do that. I had to handle
No.
you.
Yeah.
He said, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I didn't, it's just, I was dating this black militant earlier in the year, and she broke my heart, so I was just really sensitive. So let me get this straight. You, with your white privilege, stood up and called me out for being racist, and then when I called you out on the next day, you blamed a black woman. Congratulations for closing the loop, you sack of shit.
That's a 2-day heckle.
What?
2-day heckle response.
Man, it was, that was my favorite one. What a dumb, college kids with ideas.
Oh, God. I know. I hate them all.
Inferno. Remember when I got fun? Remember the Inferno? That one show was like 20 people.
Oh, my God. This was the worst.
I had a meltdown.
It was tense in there. I had to follow that. Alright, let me set the stage real fast. Jason comes out, and it's like his opening joke, right? And I don't remember exactly what the joke was, but the guy misses the point and says something, right?
Yeah.
And it just gets tense.
What happened? It's something about the bus. It was something about the blaming me because you spent more on condoms than you did on Jordans, or spent more on Jordans than you did on condoms, and on the woman on the bus. And he takes offense to that, and he goes, ooh, and I'm like, all right, it's okay. I move on. I say something. He keeps talking super loud. I say, dude, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Seriously. And they all turn on me.
Oh, it got
The whole
tense.
crowd just starts like booing and hissing and like I
So
stare
tense.
at the producer and she just ignores me and stares at me.
Yeah. She
And-
should have went and told that guy to shut up. That's how you run a room.
Yeah, she just watched me fall apart. I stopped. I had like 10 minutes to go. I just stopped. I went outside and I punched my car super hard. I broke my hand, I think. And I got to walk around with a broken hand going, over jokes, you pathetic little cunt. Actually, then that had happened 2 days after a perfect show. I'd had a half hour of pure
It always
gold.
happens that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I have a really good set, I go right home. I'm like, fuck this. If I go, even if someone's like, no, you can get a spot over here. I'm like, nah.
No, it was 2 days later. On the Sunday, it's funny for Sundays, half an hour, perfect set, 200 people. Bam. Then 2 days later, and on Tuesday was the Inferno,
Yeah.
and then that. So it balanced out. So, I was
That's
I
the
was
comedy
full of
gods
verve.
just keeping you.
Yeah.
Just keeping you like, Jason's getting a big head. Fuck him.
I was at the Inferno just laying around going, I got this, I got
Yeah.
this, I got this, I got this,
Every time that happens, every time I feel like that, I know I don't. All right, we're gonna leave Jason in agony thinking about that because we're out of time. I'm hoping I can shave 5 minutes off this interview.
CheerUpBuckaroo.com is where you go for more of my stuff. You can find t-shirts I've got for sale.
Cool.
They can also find me on Twitter at Narcismoog, NARCISMOOG, the worst Twitter handle for someone who wants people to recognize him. So that will be changing soon.
Okay, and also you can check out castofkillers.com. It's CASTE of killers.com. We didn't even get into any of that.
Got shows. Oh yeah, we should do a follow-up interview, obviously.
We should, but I'm not going to do it now.
Okay.
But I would like to.
Yeah, we'll be back. We got plenty
We'll
of
be
stories.
back. You'll see Jason again on a future episode. But
Oh,
until
excuse me.
then, that's the end of the low budget show. I'd like to thank everybody for joining me. Tune in next time where my
Blah, 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 blah. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Why isn't this directed by Hype Williams? Is that what this cam here is for?
Yeah. Actually, the interview next time is. I gotta get out of here.
All of the lights.
Somehow I gotta edit around all this. All right, I gotta go drink. I'll talk to you guys later.